rude sometimes.
Guys,
Tell me shut up.
Hold on. Guys,
it's a debate, girl.
No, but you're not gonna tell me to shut up. That's what you're not gonna start doing.
That means be quiet.
Guys.
Are those not synonyms?
Please be quiet.
Let's
Okay, how about you
hold on.
shut the
Whoa, no.
See? Exactly.
Yeah, I can go there too.
Wait.
Cállate, por favor, cállate.
Okay.
Stop.
You're embarrassing yourself. That's sad.
I don't care. I'm not embarrassed.
Both of you.
What's going on, everyone? It's FreeZen here, and welcome to a reaction video. I'm pretty sure that you guys already read the title. That's probably the reason why you guys clicked on the video in the first place. I just like to break stuff down, I just like to break stuff down. So, let me just play the video for you guys real quick.
Yo, FreeZen, thank you for the $20 super chat. Kiko obviously doesn't know Tay. Tay naturally has a deeper voice. Her tone of voice is only rude when she says something that the world doesn't agree with. Once again, love you so much, Tay.
Is my voice not deep? I have a pretty deep voice too. It's a tone of voice. It's fine. We both had attitude towards each other. It's a debate. Things get heated, but okay. I don't think that she has a deep voice, sure, but
No, because you were saying I was rude. If you read it,
yeah, because you were
No, I'm telling you,
you were being rude.
Bro, it's a debate. I have no issue with you. I think you're beautiful. It's a debate. I do this for a living, but you said I was rude. That's why he's saying that.
Because you were rude in that moment.
No,
yes.
I could be honest.
Your tone of voice was quite rude.
But you don't
that's
know
your
me.
opinion.
But
That's
you
my
don't know
opinion.
me though.
I don't give a fuck if I know you.
See, look,
you were being
yeah,
rude in
rude,
that
but look
moment.
at you.
That's fine.
You're
but like,
very
see how you're pointing and all stuff like that.
You're very disrespectful.
You're very disrespectful too when you were
I'm
saying to
literally
me
just
earlier.
explaining
You got a
this.
little
Look
mad
how
earlier.
mad you're getting.
You got a little mad earlier, and
I'm
you
not mad at all.
had a tone of voice with me that was rude.
I'm not
Point
mad
blank,
at all.
period.
I'm telling
and
you,
my tone of voice was rude back. No one's
Girl,
mad.
you've been rude this whole time.
Okay.
Stop it.
You act like a child.
Get some help.
See, and then here, I've never said anything about your character or anything, and you're the only one
I could
commenting
care
on mine.
less.
Wait.
Like, that's like, it was so crazy to
Let
me.
me
You're a
get. Let
grown-ass
me
woman.
just. Let me
Quiet.
just.
Yeah,
Oh,
cállate.
God.
And listen, but I'm the rude one. You just told me to shut up in another language.
Be quiet.
Let's just. Everyone. Let's just keep it.
No, I'm fine, but it's just like, don't act like you're some cool, calm, and collected person when you're far from it.
Trust me, if I was screaming and getting up and wild, you would know when I'm getting like that. And I'm not far. Like, I'm not even close to being upset. This is what I do for a living, baby. It's a debate. Calm
I
down.
don't give a if you're upset. I'm just saying, your tone of voice
Cállate,
can
yeah.
be rude sometimes.
Guys.
Tell me shut
Hold
up.
on. Guys,
a
breathe.
debate, girl.
No, but you're not gonna tell me to shut up. That's what you're not gonna start
Cállate
doing.
means be quiet.
Guys.
Are those not synonyms?
Please
I'm
be
so
quiet.
Let's
Okay, how
just.
about you
Hold on.
shut the
Whoa, no.
See?
Yeah, I can go there too.
Wait.
Cállate, por favor, cállate.
Okay.
Shut the up.
Girl, you're embarrassing yourself. That's
Kiko.
sad.
I don't care. I'm not
Wait,
embarrassed
both of you.
at all.
Hold
At all.
on. Yo, both of you.
Sad.
Both of you. Let me do the super chats, and then you guys can.
Go, finally? It's
You
been
guys
like 3
can.
hours.
Hold on. You guys can kiss after the show, okay?
Hell no.
Right,
Alright.
already know
Okay,
this.
guys, hold on.
She's still going.
Yo, Quiznos with the $20 super chat.
So, I just want to break stuff down, guys, okay? But clearly this girl on the right, don't know too much about her, I'm not gonna lie to you. All I know is that her name is Kiko. That's the reason why I put her name in the whole chat or whatever. She went specifically straight for like how deep her voice was. It wasn't necessarily about how deep Tay's voice is. Okay, mainly I probably should have put like, I probably should have replaced the word deeper with huskier or whatever, but still, but in context, which is why I really do want you guys to watch the entire podcast that Tay was in. This is her second appearance on the whatever podcast. I enjoyed every single moment of it, but there was a point in time where her tone of voice was considered rude to her. And I feel like that is not necessarily just a tone of voice. Let me just break it down.
Yo, FreeZen, thank you for the $20 super chat. Kiko obviously doesn't know Tay. Tay naturally has a deeper voice. Her tone of voice is only rude when she says something that the world doesn't agree with. Once again.
So there it is. If you look over to the right, because I'm sorry, but I like to peep body language too. Look on over to the right. You can see that she was shaking her head. Okay. There we go.
Love you so much, Tay.
Is my voice not
FreeZen.
deep? I have a pretty voice too.
It's not as deep as Tay's though. AKA, at least in my opinion, it's not as hot as Tay's voice is. But hey, let's move on.
It's a tone of voice. It's fine. We both had attitude towards each other. It's a debate. Things get heated, but okay.
She completely missed the entire point though. And then here's Tay in a little bit. She's going to explain what I was trying to say. She said earlier, which is why I highly advise you guys to watch this podcast. She said earlier that her tone of voice came off as rude, but is it really the tone of voice or was it really what she was saying? They live two completely different lives. You can kind of see the different levels of energy in this room here, okay? You can clearly see that they're not agreeing with everything that each other says. That's it, okay? You can clearly see that.
I don't think that she has a deep voice, sure, but
No,
honestly,
because you were
consider
saying I
more than
was
mine.
rude. If you read it,
Yeah,
because
because
No, I'm telling you,
you
now,
were
it's-
being rude.
Bro, it's a debate. I have no issue with you. I think you're beautiful. It's a debate.
I'm
I
not
do
s-
this for a living, but you said I was rude. That's why he's saying that.
Because you were rude in that moment.
No,
Yes,
I could be honest
Your,
with you
your
if
tone
I
of
was
voice
rude
was
or
quite
not.
rude.
But you don't
That's
know
your
me.
opinion.
But
That's
you
my
don't know
opinion.
me, though.
I don't
So
give a if I know you.
See?
And this is where it kind of took a turn for the worse. Like, at least in my opinion, this is what was the exact moment when she kind of like lost this whole little, I guess, rebuttal, if that made sense. Okay, when she started like getting out of character, when she was basically saying like, I don't give a F that I don't know you. Literally, I said in the beginning, Kiko obviously doesn't know Tay, so she's literally just proving my point here. She doesn't know how her behavior is, how her mannerism is, but I bet you 100% if she had like the same kind of like city girl mentality that the chick on the right did, I'm pretty sure she would have little to no problem with Tay being on this panel, being on the same panel with her at all. So when she started like losing control or whatever, when she started to get like a little bit more aggressive in her speech and language, that is kind of the moment where I gotta give the flag over to Tay. You know what I mean? So
See, look,
You were being
I'm
rude in that
but look at
moment.
you.
That's fine.
You're
But like,
very
see how you're
disrespectful.
pointing and all stuff like that.
You're very disrespectful.
You're very disrespectful too when you were
I'm
saying to
literally
me
just
earlier.
explaining
You got a
this.
little
Look
mad
Look
earlier.
how mad you're getting.
that's literally what she's doing. She's just literally emphasizing my point here. That's all that she did.
You got a lot
Look
of you
how
got a
mad
little
you're
mad
getting.
earlier, and
I'm
you
not mad at all.
had a tone of voice with me that was rude.
I'm not
Point blank
mad at all.
period.
I'm telling
and
you,
my
like
my tone of
5,000
voice was
times.
rude back. No one's
Bro,
mad.
you've been rude this whole time.
Okay.
Stop
You
it.
act like a child.
Get some help.
See,
Okay, I do kind of see that Tay could have like just stopped it there, but literally throughout the entire podcast, and this is not her first appearance on this podcast too, by the way. This is not her first appearance on the whatever podcast. This is probably, I'm gonna guess it's like her second, third, fourth appearance on the show, whatever. This is Tay's second time. And but however, this is the first time that they both actually been in the same panel. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's just kind of crazy to me how like throughout the entire podcast, Brian, I like what he's doing. I like the guy. I think he's a really, really cool guy. But I'm not saying that he has to like put his foot down like dramatically. But there's some things that people say on here that, to me growing up in like a traditional household, or me basically being raised by mainly my grandmother and people who are older than me or people who are more mature than I am, me growing up around those people, there are certain things that are disrespectful, or that come off as disrespectful, as opposed to, I guess, the later Gen Z type of people, whatever. If you know what I'm trying to say, then you know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna say right now, I was born in the year 1996. September 17th, 1996 is my birthday, guys. In that year, in my birth year, I'm sorry, but I did not hang out with people with the same age as me. Like, I did not hang out with the same people that were in the same year that I was born in, okay? But there's certain things that you do on the panel that makes you come off as a child, and she does come off as a child. In my eyes, she does. Because honestly, if I was in the same panel and if I was to see her in person or whatever, I would be like, oh, dang, she mad cute, she fine as heck, yada, 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 right? Then when she opened her mouth, that's when I was like, okay, that's weird. You know what? I might even put in the clip of my very, very first super chat on the podcast here.
Oh, can you do this? Do you see the pose he's in? The little bicep? Can you hit a little bi for us? A bicep pose, yeah.
I don't even know how to do that.
It's like,
I don't think I've ever done that in my life.
put your right hand on top of your other hand. Other hand, boom. Boom, flex. Give us, wow, fucking shredded. Jacked. Kiko was a pole vaulter in high school.
Brian, pay Kiko. Come on. They don't even like me and they want you to pay me.
Yo,
That's a lot.
FreeZen with you $20 super chat. Sup, Brian? Love what you're doing. New subscriber. Hey, welcome, man. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Throt Kiko was cute till she opened her mouth. I also see that you have my girl Tay Tay up there. Love you, you beautiful, beautiful human being.
Love you too.
But yeah, man, it's just her attitude. Like I don't like her attitude at all, man. She was basically calling other men broke, shaming other men for being broke. This is just really her assumption, right? This is kind of where I kind of get like a little irritated with her. She even go as far as to shame the various supporters that are supporting the panel and supporting the platform that she is currently speaking on. I mean, I know that Brian doesn't have an issue with this at all. I know that he doesn't. I'm sorry. Like I'm gonna look at you different. I'm gonna look at you sideways. You know what I mean? Because you're kind of coming at me sideways. I'm gonna look at you sideways. When you shame the people that are supporting the entertainment that they choose to consume, why are you shaming them for that? All because they have bad stuff to say to you. You know? Now I get it. To a certain extent, it's fun, it's teasing, it's context or it's content for the podcast channel. I get that, okay? But maybe I had to give her some more time to like grow on me or whatever, but at first sight, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Like I can't. And if some of y'all are wondering like, oh, well, I bet he'll still sleep with her. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I will not.
Throt Kiko was cute till she opened her mouth. I also see that you have my girl Tay Tay up there. Love you, you beautiful, beautiful human being.
For anyone that has ever stick themselves inside of crazy people, you know that that's a bad move right there. And like I said, very, very beautiful, very, very attractive woman. Until she opened her mouth, that's when my attraction for her immediately just left. You know what I'm saying?
And then here, I've never said anything about your character or anything, and you're the only one
I can
commenting
care
on mine.
less.
Wait.
Like, that's like, it was so crazy.
Let
to
me
You're a
get.
grown-ass woman.
Let me just. Let me.
Quiet,
Oh
cállate.
God.
Like,
I also want you guys to pay attention to what she's doing also. She looks over at her other, I guess, supposed friends or whatever that were also on the podcast prior to her. And you can see this chick over here, she also did not agree with what she was saying. She didn't agree with the whole little like cállate remark, you know what I'm saying? But cállate, it literally does mean be quiet. It doesn't mean shut up. Translated into Americanese, it may mean shut up. But the original definition of that word or of that Spanish word, it means quiet. If you guys know Spanish and know the rules and the what's it called? The conjugations of Spanish, you would know that it doesn't exactly mean shut up. It just means be quiet. That's all it really means. And that's not the same. I'm sorry.
and listen, but I'm the rude one. You just told me to shut up in another language.
Be quiet.
Let's just everyone. Let's just keep it.
No, I'm
keep it
fine, but it's just like,
respectful,
don't act like
keep it
you're some
respectful.
cool, calm, and collected person when you're far from it.
Trust me.
And she's looking at her friends for help, man. Like, honestly, to me, that's like an injured animal. Seeking any other way to survive out of a situation.
If I was screaming and getting up and wild, you would know when I'm getting like that, and I'm not.
And trust me, I 100% believe in what Tay is saying, because I've dated a Puerto Rican in the past, and it's trust me, it's noticeable when they get rowdy. It's really, really noticeable.
Or like, I'm not even close to being upset. This is what I do for a living, baby. It's a debate. Calm
I
down.
don't give a if you're upset. I'm just saying.
And there we go.
Your tone of voice
Cállate,
can
yeah.
be rude
You're
sometimes.
Guys.
Tell me to shut up
Hold
again.
on.
And then there's the head itch. I bet you her head was not even itching before like that. It didn't itch that much before in the beginning of the podcast. This is a state of nervousness. When she's backed into a corner, guys. Like, come on.
Guys,
It's a
breathe.
debate,
You ready
girl.
on it? No, but you're not gonna tell me to shut up. That's when you're not gonna start
Cállate
doing.
means be quiet.
Guys.
Are those not synonyms?
Please
I'm
be
so
quiet.
sorry.
No, they're not the same. They're not the same.
Let's
Okay,
just,
how about you
hold on.
shut
Whoa, no.
See?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I can go there
Wait,
too.
wait.
Cállate, por favor, cállate.
Okay.
Stop.
Girl,
Like,
you're
how about
embarrassing
that?
yourself.
Did she put an N in there? She said caliente. No, it's cállate. All right.
Oh,
Kiko,
that's
Kiko,
sad.
I don't
Kiko,
care. I'm not
wait,
embarrassed
both of you.
at all.
Hold
At
on.
all.
Yo, both of you.
Sad.
Both of you. Let me do the super chats, and then you guys can
Go, finally? It's
You
been like
guys
3
can
hours.
hold on. You guys can kiss after the show, okay?
Hell no.
Right.
And I like that last comment that Tay made, because Tay has actually had experience with dating women. Okay, and the fact that she will not even consider going to the back and, I guess, getting French with her after this whole little rebuttal or whatever, yeah, that should kind of speak volumes. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that little reaction. I know that I haven't been posting lately. I've been very, very busy, caught up with some things. I'm kind of making moves right now. Like I'm literally moving my stuff very, very soon. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys why I'm considered as toxic nowadays. Because it doesn't matter how nonchalant or how stoic that you say anything. If what you're saying does not align with what people truly believe or whatever, it could be the truth. It could be the cold, hard facts that you're laying down. And if the other party does not like that, you're considered rude or toxic in a way. Anyway, I just want to say that to you guys real quick. I want y'all to stay safe out there, okay? And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, deuces.